For this specific video, I actually wanted to make an introduction. Um, it started off as something that I wanted to kind of target lockdown, but then I realized that the most of the strain is going to be on the parents. So I kind of changed the topic of my discussion, and the title will show this. And this is just my advice and kind of my viewpoint on it, and kind of my experience and how I think I would have been best managed. Kind of coming out of being such, a disruptive child with no focus, and now I'm a bit more focused and not too disruptive, uh, if not at all, because obviously I'm 22 now. I work on my own in lockdown, and even in problem classes when I was in university, I'd kind of just get on and be immersed in the problem sheets or whatever I had to get on with. So today I was just going to talk about how lockdown um, can affect your ADHD and how it can actually be room for growth. So at its core, not to get into too much detail, ADHD is to do with dopamine responses. And in this specific case, if you can learn to, turn off your notifications, especially the younger people out there with ADHD, turn off your notifications, work on having a clear room or workspace, you know, making things multi-sensory, and not only going and sitting in front of a textbook, but maybe doing some sort of exercise halfway through. That is a big luxury of working at home and studying at home, especially for the kind of kids who are like 7 and 8. And if a parent's watching this, that would probably be a great way to manage that. I understand though it could be a bit more straining in these times because parents with kids with ADHD did have, they dropped the kids off to school and they'd come back, and then obviously they might have to manage their behavior, and now they have to manage all their behavior. Um, but just, I guess, try and just be patient, with your child, and uh, look up ways. I've given a few of how to kind of manage this. But alternating activities would definitely be helpful, and give them something they're passionate about. This is an opportunity to give your kind of your child something to work towards. So if they're passionate about something, they might end up having hyper focus for that thing, because when someone with ADHD is indulged in a certain activity. So for me, it was the nerdier, like computer science with physics, but it could be if they love music, let them do a bit more music in their syllabus if they're younger, because maybe biology is not something that they're gonna strive in when they're older. So this might be an opportunity to kind of tweak the syllabus, um, if you're homeschooling your child. So, like it's always off the dome, I noticed I was kind of rambling on about advice to parents, but I do think that's very important, because kind of primary school age kids with ADHD, they'd normally be very disruptive in class and be able to, kind of escape that, and there might be allowances in the school for them to just remove themselves from lessons. But in this specific case, they can explore the things that they want to learn, um, and you can sit down with them and help them with what they want to learn and how they want to do things. And if they need a short break, there's no pressure to sit in a classroom. So you need to look at this as kind of a year for your child to form very good habits, and lockdown could actually be very beneficial for them, because I've even found lockdown to be beneficial for me, and I've had ADHD for a while.